Hello, thank you for listening to the Fillet podcast. This is episode 153. The man not pictured on the screen at the moment is Mike Medina. Hi, Mike.
I'm not on the screen?
There you are now. Whoever talks is on the screen.
I'm looking at myself right now.
And I'm Grant Fierro, and we're just going to chat about what went on this week, which was kind of a handful of video parts, news announcement from Bryan Herman, which will be fun to chat about.
Kevin Rodriguez.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kevin Rodriguez. Well, yeah, that was like he has a board coming out on hockey now.
I think it was after the episode, last episode.
Yeah, it was. That situation is just kind of interesting because he skated for Polar for a while, and then I think in an interview, either Abe or Dill, one of them said, I believe, that he's on hockey. He's been skating their boards for a while. Like, it was pretty open and clear, but they hadn't. I don't think they ever made an announcement. And then there was that photo of him holding I don't think it's released yet, but coming out soon, his pro model for them, which is sick. Obviously, he just put out a video part in purple. Mike wasn't too familiar with him, so we kind of had a cool little conversation about him. Mike looked him up, watched his skating, checked him out.
Bro, I didn't really. I obviously saw him in purple because I've watched it like 5 times, but like I wasn't too familiar. Like, Polar is a company that I'll openly admit that I just don't really know shit about, other than Nick Basario skates for them. No.
Yeah, he does.
Okay, that's about my extent of Polar. Oh, Tom Knox?
No, he's on Isle.
Isle, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Aaron Harrington's on Polar. You know him.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on up here, but those two companies are just like the same thing in my mind for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I have no fucking idea why, but yeah. I mean, he's in purple. He's fucking rad.
Kevin, he definitely has like a very unique bag of tricks, and I think the way he's filmed, yeah, definitely. The way he's filmed, it kind of has a cool, like, vibe. It's just different. He stands out definitely in, I think, any video he would be in. His trick selection and the way he's presented would stand out. Mm-hmm. I mean, clearly the one thing that makes him stand out is he does crazy early grab wall rides, and he early grabs like a street gap and like jams it into a 5-0 in purple.
Yeah, you know what I've noticed so far this year?
What's that?
A lot of smaller brands are turning dudes pro, while really the only big brand in quotation would be like the Trevor McClung one.
Yeah, is that the only one?
It's like 917, hockey. Well, I guess hockey's pretty up there now, established wise.
Yeah. But yeah, I see what you're saying. That's interesting.
Yeah, which is cool. I think that's a good sign.
Yeah, that's super rad. Dude's getting their shine for sure. So congrats to Kevin. I mean, on the move and getting aboard. Excited to. I think everyone, like, maybe not a ton of people like you, Mike. You're saying like you've seen him skate but weren't super familiar, but he's definitely rad to see in video projects.
It was also kind of like a very subtle announcement, and just
it was.
It was kind of just like
I just like saw a few posts of him, the same photo of him holding that board. But I mean, that's kind of like the FA hockey thing, right? They're not big on social media and like
shit. Do you remember when fucking TJ turned pro? Was everywhere.
Yeah. But he turned
everywhere.
Yeah. No, I mean, of course people love their riders, but I mean, like, FA and hockey as brands don't like use an FA and hockey account all the time.
Is Kevin Turpinning still on that team?
Yeah.
When is the last time we've seen footage from that guy?
He actually had a Nike part in 2017. So not crazy long, but
I do not recall.
It was for a dunk, I think.
Dunk?
But a dunk elite, maybe, something like that. But
dunk elite. Yeah.
I do remember, a lot of people seem pretty surprised that Kevin got on Nike. I mean, he was kind of like the dude behind the classic low, the Huff shoe, forever.
Yeah.
Like, I think that was, like, he maybe had to do with a little bit of the design, or at least, like, the original campaign. It was
a favor to Alex Olson or something, watch.
Yeah, well, something that dropped today that I think Mike and I already chatted a little bit about, they're both super hyped on. Trevor McClung, his album part, they came out with a rough cut.
Oh, yeah.
And this time it has him speaking, like, commentary. It's him.
They should all have this.
Yeah, dude, this is really good. We've seen this before in terms of Nike's done it, where like all the Chronicles dudes, at least from Chronicles 2 and 1 actually, both sat down and you watch their part and they talk over it about like, oh, this day or these tries and whatever. What?
Nah, I don't think so, bro. I can only recall the Ashad one.
I know. Okay, maybe it's not all, but I know Stefan has one. Ishad. Yeah, you're right. Probably not all because I don't think Shane has one.
Yeah,
There's
I
a few
definitely don't
though.
recall a Lawan one.
Yeah, you're right. It's definitely not all of them. But I don't think anyone from Chronicles 3 did. But for sure, there's a few from 1 and 2. So it's really similar to that. But I mean, Mike and I both are huge fans of rough cuts for reasons that we've stated multiple times, and I think this actually makes it even cooler.
Not all of them. Sometimes they can.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. But I mean, just the idea in general, I think.
I will say this though, with the commentary over it, they become shorter. Like, you know what I mean?
It goes by quick, quicker. It's just really cool because rough cuts in general.
Yeah,
it gives you more of a feel like you're there and a more understanding of what's going on. And having the dude talk over it, it's like you're literally hearing from that guy what it was like trying that trick.
Right. My favorite part was
you're hearing Trevor say, "This is the scariest trick I tried for my part," and like it was scary because of this, and we bonded this crack, and like I love hearing that.
Dude, my favorite part was when he was like, what did he say? He said, he was like, "Oh, it only took me 3 tries. Holy shit!"
Yeah. Oh, was it
like
Nollie front 3 that big set? And I think it was 2 maybe.
Yeah,
like,
he blasted too. That wasn't even just like a quick little spinny. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was funny. There's a lot of stuff like that. He's like, "Oh, I don't even remember that stick," or like, "Dude, rolling away, but it was sketchy." Or
the ender is so gangster, dude.
Was it not the front feeble? There was a trick after that, wasn't it?
The front feeble is the ender.
Is it? Okay.
On the kinks, yeah. Dude, the way that it's pinched in there is so wild.
Yeah, he's in it good. That rail has been destroyed. I mean, even in the past year, there's been so many gnarly tricks.
That's the Figgy rail, right?
Yeah, and then Jamie Foy kickflip back 50 to it.
Yeah, Figgy's crooked grind is still like the most gangster shit in my
Jack
opinion.
Olson barley grinded it.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's fucked up.
Something else has gone. I mean, I think Midler maybe skated it, but I'm not sure. But, I mean, even right there, that's like 3 crazy tricks within the past year, which is just insane. So I'm hoping in general, like more and more rough cuts will see this commentary. I'm assuming.
I sure hope so because the comments are all like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah, everyone seems psyched on it.
Mm-hmm.
I bet with all the Edney's album ones, we'll probably see it. I'll probably do it for that video.
I want to hear Chris Jocelyn just say, "I flew over this thing. I jumped over this thing. This thing was tall."
I bet, dude, Jocelyn rough cut is probably so long.
Oh, there was another part of Trevor's that I really liked where he was doing the fakie flip. Fakie flip? Yes.
The huge nollie flip.
Nollie flip. He's goofy, right? He's like, I had a Jocelyn board. Hopefully, it was gonna help me jump.
Oh, that was funny.
That's something like that. I was like, that was hilarious. I love it.
It was cool to see Barney Page was in almost every single clip.
Almost every single clip, bro.
Like hyping him up, like he handed him his board.
Almost every clip. There was just as much of him as there was Trevor. Almost.
So cool. Yeah, that was super rad.
Hilarious. I love that, dude.
Dude, that nollie flip.
If I'm gonna watch a bunch of rollaway, at least want it to be like entertaining.
Yeah. Speaking of that nollie flip, that 5 block he was jumping down looked absolutely massive.
Massive.
And like every single one, it seemed like he would catch it, and it was like just so far down left to go that like it would hit his feet and like go a little bit below his feet, and he kind of just like land on it at like his board hit the ground and he'd land on it almost like you know, like it was with him, but like it looked like it was scary to go for all of those.
I completely agree.
It wasn't glued to his feet, you know. It was like he really had to commit.
Yeah.
Which was just obviously.
I mean, I think that's definitely the not most watchable because I still have some rough cuts that I do prefer over this one. But I think that in terms of like really getting a feel for it, I think this is a better approach than just the rough like footage.
Yeah,
I think footage commentary is the best way to get a feel for action. Yeah. And I think that's what they were like, you know, obviously intending to put out there in the first place.
Yeah.
Is like a genuine, you know, feel for the spot, a feel.
Yeah, people want to see what goes into a trick.
Totally. And I think that, I mean, dude, like, I mean, we already hit on it, like the shot one. I've said it on this show multiple times. That's hilarious to like hear people talk about their own tricks. It's not even just hilarious. It's just like the most genuine you can get them to be.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good way to put it. One more thing from Trevor's that was really stood out to me a lot was he fakie back lipped a curved handrail
Jeez,
And I think
Louise.
the first either 3 or 4 goes.
No, it wasn't fakey. He's nollie, right?
No. He's regular foot. He fakey backflips it and he lands regular. The one that curves. What?
Jeez, I keep thinking he's goofy.
No, he's not. I'm sorry, he's not. He's regular foot. He fakey backflips it, and the first 4 goes, he misses his pop and just flies at this rail.
Yeah.
It's so
2 sacks.
sketchy. Yeah, sacks 2 in a row.
Mhm.
Then maybe like the 4th or 5th one, he kind of pops and like gets his truck on, but he's trying to back lip and like.
Dude, that trick is terrifying.
After those first 2 goes, I was like, dude, if I was there, like if I was Trevor's friend, I feel like I'd be like, dude, you sure you want to do this? Like,
Yeah, agreed.
This is like you're almost getting really.
Dude, the way he came out of it could not have looked any cooler.
So sick the way the curve.
Couldn't have made it look any more badass. Like he made it look as cool as possible.
Yeah, that was
especially
great.
on a spot that looks fucking terrifying to skate.
Yeah,
Are you kidding?
Very high risk on that one. Mike, which McClung is your favorite to watch?
Trent.
Okay, I agree.
Trent's got that style.
Dude, he's got it.
Fuck, man. That look everything he does. I'm like, check. That look good.
Dude, it's so proper.
Mm-hmm.
His skateboarding is so.
I think that the sponsors that he has fit his skating so perfectly.
Yeah.
Like Primitive and Adidas for Trent is like you can't make him look any cooler.
Yeah, he looks good.
Agreed.
I would love to see him more involved in like fully on Adidas, like on trips.
I completely agree. Give this dude a colorway. What are they doing?
Yeah, he's not, dude. He hasn't slowed down in a while.
At all, not at all.
I think it's gonna be a while before we see him slow down in any way.
And like we said, man, he looks good in those stripes.
Yeah, and he reps it hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, almost in general, most dudes on Primitive, they're going on trips all the time.
Right.
Those dudes are generally really productive.
And I know that with the big brands, the Nike and the Adidas, they like for your board sponsor to also put you on trips and shit like that.
Yeah, they love to see you getting pushed.
Exactly.
Pushed by other sponsors.
I think it's a matter of time before he gets like one of those sick little welcomes like Diego got.
Yeah, that'd be rad.
Or like
definitely deserve.
What's his faces was fucked up. Felipe's. Jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get welcome to a brand, like do really fucking never before done ledge tricks. You'll be all right.
Let's talk about Brandon Biebel. So
the push part, or wait, what's it called?
It's for Diamond. It's for the Icon shoe. It was definitely the footage from what would have been Brandon Biebel's Barracks push part. It's filmed by Jake Leaguer, who was his push filmer. The majority, I think almost not all, but I think almost all these clips have been on Biebel's Instagram. Because I would assume for a while they weren't really sure what was happening, and he was kind of over it and started posting the clips. But it is cool to see it all together. I'm glad that they did it. I think obviously everyone wishes that it would have happened a lot sooner. But it's always cool just to have footage in one place, especially if you're going to look back on some of your favorite skaters and whatever. It's a lot cooler to watch it apart or something on YouTube than just Instagram clips.
Yeah, you got whacked already.
My first watch, I saw the Wex coming. Can't lie. There's some things that Weck calls out that I'll still view the manual the same. It won't bug me, but people did do a nollie big heel switch manual, and I was like, yeah, you're getting whacked because his tail smacks. Like when he gets into it, his tail smacks, and it's so loud. It's like you're still hiding that one, dude.
Yeah.
But the one on the stage, like Weck tried to act like he scraped his nose, which maybe he did, but I don't. That doesn't matter to me. I don't care.
Hey, if you get whacked, you get whacked, though.
You do, and it's
especially if you're Biebel.
Yeah, people in
like,
Weck.
Dude, when Biebel drops footage, it's like a fucking treat for him.
For Weck, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was some really, really crazy ledge lines. He had a cool line at Jaquan. And then, yeah, I mean, a lot of ledges and manuals, which is definitely what you'd expect out of people. And a lot of pop. Nollie back heel over that bench in Barcelona was crazy.
Yeah, very.
It seems really hard on flat ground over something.
I love how, like in skateboarding, like the the mantle for skating or whatever. Not like the mantle, but like one of the units of measure. That's what I should have said.
Yeah.
The units of measure are like cone, table, bench.
It is kind of sick.
I think that's amazing. I think that's like the coolest shit.
Yeah, for some reason, I enjoy watching people skate over something like that. Like a
Agreed.
trick over table, I think that's really sick.
I agree. Do you ever go to Target?
Yeah,
Does your Target have those big ass red balls on out front?
they do.
Dude,
Indeed.
I watched somebody fucking nollie one and frontside flip one.
Wow.
Wow, right?
That
It's just
sounds like something
I
Chris
watched it. I'm
Maloof
just
would
like,
do.
no way would I be able to do that. No fucking way, dude.
I saw a video of I think on
I could
Strobeck's
180
story.
one though.
I think it was Strobeck's story maybe. Sean Pablo ollied over this one. Yeah, it's like the same thing, but it's like just concrete. They're not red. I mean, they're whatever. It's not colored. At the ferry building, like at EMB, the flat ground, and SF, Sean Pablo ollied one on his story, and those ones are really tall. Like it's what in Arson Department, like a lot of the SF dudes that put a bump.
I know
in front
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, he ollied that on flat. I was like, wow, that's kind of gnarly, dude. That thing's big.
Yeah, I definitely like seeing the skateboarders with pop.
Yeah, like going over stuff on flat, it's really impressive.
You got homies with pop?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I got one friend in particular that has that stupid pop, and it pisses me off because he's like my height. I was just like, how, dude? How do you do
I
that?
think skating over flat ground too, over things on flat ground. I mean, obviously skating in general is so much timing, but popping something that high and flat is like you have to have the pop to figure out the right speed and the timing. It's like
Shows a high level of
much.
skill too.
And board control.
Right, that's what I mean.
A lot,
Just in general, high level of skill for skateboarding.
Diego Nahara kickflip a table long ways.
That still is going to go down as the most fucked up table kick ever. I
So
still really like that fakey inward over a table is gang shit to me, dude.
Fran, right?
Yeah,
Fran Molina. Left hip healed it. Fakey inward healed it.
Fakey inward. You don't see that shit over things ever, dude.
The way it flips though makes sense.
I agree. It's just like an ollie inward. The way it flips, it makes sense. But pulling up fakey to something that fast and having to pop is just wild.
Shift back three, Carlos.
Oh, that's
heavy.
Come on, dog.
Heavy. Bryan Herman, schoolyard killer always.
Dude, come on.
Obviously in Stay Gold, his first 2 minutes. It's just
Doesn't Mike Mo hard flip one in X Games Real Street?
Troy Puddle hard flipped a table in Big Bang.
Yeah.
Mike Mo did something.
He also backside 360 kickflips over a bench in his
Battle Commander.
Battle Commander. I think that's fucked up.
Yeah, how would you try that?
I don't know.
We'll skate over schoolyard benches and I'll look at him. We'll skate him,
Yeah.
And I'll think dude, I can back three on flat, but I don't have those back threes where you pop and then turn. It's kind of just a scoop.
Tom Asta.
Yeah. I'm dude, if I try to back three over something on flat, my shin would hit the obstacle and I would flip.
Oh wow, I know, right?
That's literally you probably shouldn't put that
folded
in your head, but honestly, that's what would happen. I'm not trying to. I don't really care. But how do you back 360 kickflip over an object on flat ground?
I don't fucking know. I've stuck one on a hip one time, and I literally thought, who are you? Who are you to be doing this?
Dude, back three flips. That's Chris Cole, Tori, Jocelyn's had some big ones.
Jocelyn's got the best one. Come on, man.
Probably, yeah.
Got it down a 12. He's fucked up. He did it when he was 17.
Nigel back three flip left on rails.
Yeah, he's a freak.
Yeah.
Athlete, pro fucking athlete right there. The bad guy.
Pro festival goer.
Yeah. Oh man, you're funny.
He goes to the festival.
That's funny. Pro festival attendee. Oh, that's funny.
Okay, so this week on the Night Club, Chad Tintin was the guest. Mike hasn't listened to this yet, but there is one thing.
I know. I say that as I have a 9 Club hoodie on. Geez.
I mean, you'll listen to it. We all know.
Over this fucking logo up.
But one thing Mike actually thought of you, and I'm really psyched for it, is Chad Tintin is the team manager, one of the team managers for New Balance. They talk a lot about his role in that position and kind of how that came about. And he mentions that they're working on a video right now that's going to focus on Tom Kay, Davis Torgerson, and Jordan Taylor.
Damn.
Which got me psyched for.
Seen them out a lot lately.
Yeah, I mean, New Balance seems to constantly working on video projects.
I think that's a really cool mix of dudes.
I really agree. I'm a fan of all three of them, so that initially got me stoked. Second thing that got me stoked is Davis footage and Davis being in a New Balance project. Obviously, we've seen – what did he have a clip in? Which, I don't know, one of their – within the past year.
Recently, he had a clip.
Yeah, he had a clip in one of them, which was sick. It was cool to see he's on and they're backing him. But for him to be one of the main dudes, probably have a full part in this upcoming project is really sick. I'm psyched for him, just to find a home after obviously getting let go from DC. And Davis is just so fun to watch.
Seems like he's a way better fit on New Balance than DC.
I think he looks really good in New Balances. I think a lot of the dudes that DC let go, a few of them at least, ended up finding brands that they skate for now that I think they look a lot better. Not in any way to hate on DC, but just like Fillet and Adidas looks great. Davis and New Balance just looks great.
Naija to Nike always made sense.
Yeah, that makes complete sense. And then obviously like Mikey and Cole, we don't know what's up. I mean, Chris Cole's been skating
Chris
diamonds.
Cole don't give a fuck. He's Chris Cole.
Yeah, Mikey.
He hit up any company and get shoes.
Mikey chilling and Nike's usually, but it's kind of mellow.
I mean, he grew up with Scubo, dude. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm really looking forward to that New Balance project. Hopefully.
I still expect Chris Cole to end up at Diamond.
I think it'll happen.
That's still my personal opinion on what's going to happen. You see Chris Jocelyn as an all-original? An all-original pro model? That's sick. Good for him.
Yeah. Yeah, good for him. We've talked about that recently here on the show, actually. I do remember. We talked about that, and we're like, yeah, what was the last pro shoe? It was like the Naija had just came out.
Oh, yeah.
Neither of us thought of it. And there was all these comments like, how do you not say the Naija?
That's what we get for doing this shit live, though,
Yeah, we're authentic. We don't need to lie. We forgot that the Naija came out at the time.
Like the day before. So
it was like literally right when it dropped.
We talked about the Naija part for the shoe, like for half the episode. Yeah,
we're sitting there like, wonder what the most recent pro shoe is.
That's funny.
But I mean, definitely something. We see a ton of colorways, not quite as many pro model shoes.
All colorways, every colorway.
So congrats to Jocelyn. That's super rad. I'm sure it's a really cool process too to work with.
Dude, I mean, just from following him on social media, he posted about them, like the process of them, like from start to finish.
Yeah, which was cool. I actually remember him. It kind of seemed like they wanted some input from people.
Yeah, he had a ton of. He had a ton of
a little bit. Yeah, which is sick. I think that's very smart.
Want to see the shoes I have on right now, dude?
Yeah, what are you skating in at the moment?
Sick as fuck, dude. Look at these things. Whoa.
Tennis business.
Yes, sir.
Adidas.
Dude, these are fire.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude. They got a leather fucking toe.
Yeah, leather toe cap should last.
These are going to last forever.
For a while. Speaking of shoes, and we've already mentioned Bryan Herman. He made the announcement. Yeah, I think a lot of people have heard rumors and kind of just the word's been going around that he was probably going to do a shoe thing. Obviously announced that he's off America. And he posted on Instagram, black and white, doing a tray flip. Said that he's got a new shoe brand coming out with some friends and that he was testing them out. So obviously that's exciting. For everyone that follows skateboarding, it'd be cool to see. Obviously Herman has been at America forever.
It's going to be him in Ellington.
Yeah, I would assume Ellington.
What was I also going to say? Did you see that did you notice the little hourglass thing?
Where was that?
At the end of his post, there was like an hourglass emoji. And I'm wondering I'm wondering if that's going to be like the logo or have something to do with like the name, because I seriously don't have a name for it.
Huh.
I'm sure I could find it.
I haven't heard anything about the name. I
haven't even
thought the hourglass was like a time representation. They're working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty interested though. It'll be cool to see it unfold and see who they get on the team.
What are you expecting just off of free agency? Neen, agreed. Number one draft pick would be Neen.
I would get Neen. Neen would just make sense for them, obviously. Mm-hmm. I'd like to see them get some younger dudes that maybe we wouldn't completely expect.
Mm-hmm.
Just in terms of.
It's weird that the Stray has two other dudes that are like right out the gate would normally end up at something like that.
Well, Antoine and
Weed Maps. Braden.
Oh, yeah. Weed Maps.
I don't know why. Dude, I think Weed Maps is like one of the sickest companies, bro. I'm sorry. They send their riders on trips to get skate footage. Like, the fuck? A lot of skate brands don't do that.
They should, though. Everyone. I mean, if they have the finances.
Clearly, dude.
Find the finances for it.
I have that.
Well, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do, Mike.
Stoned.
Stoned. Yeah, I don't know who else. I'm trying to think of another dude or two that would skate, that I would assume would skate for that Herman's shoe thing, but I'm
sure. Backing it right out the gate.
What about Kirby?
Kirby rides for
nobody.
Oh, Kirby's #1 draft pick. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, they should be sick.
He's for sure #1 draft pick.
He was wearing New Balances for a while, which I thought would have been sick. I saw a clip of him yesterday wearing Vans.
Kirby's good as fuck.
I saw a clip of him yesterday wearing Vans.
Whatever.
But it leads me to believe that this Herman thing, I could see him on it for sure.
Dude, Kirby's #1 draft pick.
And he's Deathwish.
Who else doesn't have a shoe sponsor?
I don't know.
Yeah, and he's Deathwish. Good point. I didn't even think about that. I just realized that he was good as fuck.
Yeah, Kirby and Neen. I bet at least one of those. Probably both.
Probably both. Let's be honest.
And then it'd be cool to see them bring some other dudes that aren't Baker or Deathwish, or maybe they're just like similar.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to think of. Like, who else?
Someone a little outside the box that would still make sense.
Garrett Hill?
Yeah.
Mike Mo?
Mike Mo.
Would never happen.
Yeah, I don't see either of those two happening.
I'm just trying to think of people who don't have shoe sponsors.
TJ Rogers doesn't have a shoe sponsor.
TJ Rogers.
I don't see that.
Ryan Hansen.
Jordan Maxon.
Jordan Max ham and cheese.
No, green eggs and Maxon.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't that the one? Yeah, it was. It was a mystery series.
Oh
before
God.
He switched it up.
Oh Lord.
All right, Mike. Mason Silva.
Oh, this is the best thing of the week.
Coming out swinging. Video Park Performer.
Dude, I had notes on him. I fucking don't have them with me now. I had stuff that I wanted to bring up about him. I can't think of any of it now.
He was skating abnormally fast. Some SF driveways.
No, I just had a really good comparison. Now I can't think of who it is.
He did an unbelievable back three.
I'm stressed out. His power and like his spot.
Yes.
It's like second coming of Westgate.
Yeah, yes, that's a good. I like that.
Dude, watch it again. It's literally.
That's actually really good because I do think like this part at the beginning, those spots.
They're both just gangster
like Westgate.
They both just have crazy amounts of power and crazy amounts of pop.
Westgate, does he skate switch very much? I don't think so. Huh?
No, Westgate will stick to like 8 tricks, and that's all I care about seeing.
Yeah, because Mason doesn't really skate switch.
That's fine.
Which, yeah, it doesn't bug me. I'm just thinking like trick selection. They both got great back threes.
I feel like he's like the new age Westgate, dude.
I like that.
His power is like undeniable Westgate style, dude. Like the trick selection, that's just spots choice is just like, I don't know. I see it.
Yeah, that's really good. It's a really good point. I think
Mason Silva's the shit, bro.
Mason's got one of the best heel flips in the game.
He has the best heel flip in the game. The one over the double rail thing. Are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, people would argue that Nina has the best heel flip.
That's fine. You can give me that too. What we're gonna get is if it's over some big shit, I'll love it.
Dude, the one that he does in Red Balloon over the double rail thing.
That's what I mean, yeah.
I just can't believe he put that to the ground. Like, it was so primo.
It's because he's a bad motherfucker, dude. That's what it is.
I can't believe he didn't kick it away.
I don't know. I like that dude, and I like that he was hanging out with Louis and his dad during that reading thing.
That was sick. I think it's cool he's on Former. Thought Austin Gillette's
what the hell? That's what I thought it was. Okay, because Austin had a clip in there, and I was like, "What the fuck is Austin Gillette doing in here?"
Yeah, and Austin's clip was sick.
Yeah, he's awesome. Come on. I understand that he's awesome. I get it.
Sick. Jake Anderson had a Smith.
I may have cracked a few jokes here and there about Austin Gillette, but I realized that he's awesome.
Okay, good. I'm glad you realized.
Yeah,
That's a very important thing to realize in life. Is
I
that
get it.
Fillet is an amazing skateboarder.
I think Dylan absolutely changed his life for the better.
Okay.
Spot choice, trick choice, style, it all changed.
It's called Austin Unlimited. His Habitat part on Thrasher.
Yeah, I've
Always
seen
that'll
it.
always be like probably top 10 or so my favorite video parts ever.
Ever?
Honestly, yes. I know it's kind of random, but
Holy
like,
shit.
dude,
Ever?
dude, that's like one of the first parts that I remember. Like, I don't know, like that part just like I was hyped on it the first time I
Yeah.
watched it,
We
and I
all
just
have
loved
those
it.
parts, man. We all have that
Yeah,
shit.
you know, like it. I can see why you're like really surprised
It is surprising.
because a lot of like a lot of people probably wouldn't think back on that one, but that one just like stuck with me from the first time I watched it. I was like, this is so cool.
Top 10 though. Holy shit, that's
Probably
bold.
somewhere around there. I love that part. It's great.
Bold statement.
Yeah, it is bold, but
I like
I'll
Louis
stand behind it.
Lopez, West End.
Yeah. Louis is in my top 10
That's one of the
somewhere
best
with one of
videos
his
of
parts.
all fucking time, son.
Yeah, Louis' West End part might be. It's definitely one of the best video parts ever.
It's up there, top 10. It's gotta
Has to
be.
Has to be.
I watched it so many times. That's what it really comes down to.
That's your favorite Louis part?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Dude, I can't think of a top 10 video parts. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's pretty
It's
gnarly.
gonna go back
On
30
the
years.
spot.
Yeah, come on. Reynolds can be on there like 5 times.
Yeah. That's funny. Reynolds could be your whole
Reynolds Stay Gold is like top 5. I'll say that
Yeah,
for sure. There's no denying that for me.
That's good.
That dude's a badass. There's nothing in there that's like throwaway or like.
I feel like me and you, like I agree that obviously that part's sick, but I think if we actually sat down and tried to think of like a top favorite list, that we would only have a couple in common.
Probably none. Top 5.
Louis, we'd have a Louis one in common.
That Louis part is the shit.
One of his Shroud's parts would be on my list, so we might have that.
Dylan.
A Dylan part for sure. Gravis part.
That's called Dylan.
Yeah, it's a Gravis one.
Jeez, man.
I bet you'd have a Shane part on yours, would you?
No.
No? Okay.
Why not? Lucas.
Which Lucas part?
I don't know. I'd have to think back.
I think his Awareness part's my favorite Lucas part.
Oh.
I really like that one. I like the 2 songs.
Jim Bieber Fire video.
Bobby DeKaiser's purple part is definitely
Fire as fuck.
That's
oh, Mark Johnson fully flared for sure.
Ooh.
Come on, man.
Torrey Pudwell, Hallelujah. I love that part.
That's another one of your favorites. That's so
random,
sick.
But dude,
you get I like that your favorite shit is partially random.
It kind of is.
I feel like that meme right now that's like go to sleep, and then the other ones that's like burn the house down. You know what I'm talking about?
I do. It's really random though. Dave Mayhew dropped a video.
Oh hell yeah, D3 baby.
D3.
D3.
Would have been sick if he was skating D3s, huh?
That's what I wanted the whole video, but I think he like works for Nike or some shit, right?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I think so. I don't know. I read that in the comments or something. I don't know. I'm probably just basing that off of a random kid. But
super reliable, Mike, and internet.
I mean, he really did have Nikes on the whole entire time, though.
I think there was one clip he had Adidas, unless it was.
I really wish that there was some D3s because he was fucking shredding,
dude.
Shredding.
Wow.
Because he got to be at his 40s, right?
Yes.
Dude, he was shredding.
For ledges and banks.
For any age, he was legitimately getting it.
Yes. Yeah. I don't care how old. That was amazing.
I agree.
It was so enjoyable.
I completely agree.
And like these weird banks that are short and so steep, and he's doing like nollie flip tricks on them. Like,
dude, the tray flip on the one that he had to ollie up onto. Like, how the fuck do you get ready for that?
And sick looking ledge tricks.
Yeah, I agree, dude. I think that a lot of people were gonna like not realize who that is unless you like are familiar with the D3.
Yeah.
But I saw Dave Mayhew at a video part. Like, I'm gonna watch that shit.
Yeah. Yeah,
We've been seeing a couple OGs with the like full length video parts lately, dude. It's sick.
who else has been recently?
What's his face from Foundation just dropped a full video part. Shane dropped a video part.
Yeah, Shane did. Good point.
Duffel is who I was referring to.
Yeah, I figured. Corey Duffel.
Mayhew. What? I feel like there's more. I'm just not. Can't think.
Kenny Anderson obviously didn't have a full part, but
yeah, he's gangster, dude.
Did you see?
Kenny has a step, bro. He's so healthy.
You saw Daniel's re-edit of all of Daniel Policelli. Re-edited all of Kenny Anderson's footage from 2017 and 2018 so far, including all of his purple footage, and it's a very good watch. I'll put that in the comments because everyone needs to scope it, dude. Kenny, I mean, if you're into Kenny footage, it's very well done, and obviously I think everyone's just stoked to get some Kenny. And purple, like he was just sprinkled throughout so well.
I think that they saw like how well it worked with the way days with Mark, and they were like, "That's perfect."
Yeah. And
Still
on Skateline, Gary was making some jokes that like Kenny isn't that dude yet, like like he wanted a full part. Which I mean, of course, we want a full Kenny part, but I think it's completely fitting. And obviously, it's Skateline, like Gary's joking.
I haven't watched it yet. When do Skatelines come out?
On Tuesdays, usually kind of just before Skate Fillet.
Oh, that's why. Got it.
Yeah.
Like you always like bring it up on the show, and I'm just like, fuck, man.
I'll always scope it like when I'm like setting up to do this. I'll like
gotcha.
Then post it. Yeah. DC dropped a huge tour video from Latin America.
Evans, this shit.
Dude, I just wish he didn't get hurt, but man, he has some good stuff.
Yeah. T-Funk is so awesome too.
I love watching T-Funk skate.
Yeah,
but I do wish that they chilled a little bit on breaking beer bottles at spots, but that's okay.
Yeah, that is kind of whack.
I just think it's like you're gonna smash a beer bottle, you're probably not gonna pick it up, or at least not all of it, and like
definitely
it's just not the best look. But they're doing their thing. Yeah, but who was your MVP for that?
I enjoyed T-Funk the most.
T-Funk?
Yeah.
I'd probably give it to T-Funk too. Alexis had some amazing footage.
Yeah, he killed it.
Alexis Ramirez switch feeble grind to rail was gnarly. It just seems so uncomfortable. What was that?
He's still getting slept on.
Yeah, I know. He's getting coverage. Like, people are backing him, but yeah, there's going to be a time soon Alexis is going to drop a part that'll just – not that it's necessarily going to be better than these others that he's had. He already had some amazing video parts, but it'll just blow him up.
I'm surprised that he's not pro yet, to be honest.
I hope that he gets aboard. I think he should get aboard by this year or next year.
Talking about this for like a year and it hasn't happened. I think that's kind of crazy.
I mean, dude, the Mafia video in 2016, that part was so good. And the 2017 video was great footage, but he had a lot of other stuff filming for at the time. So it wasn't as much in one place as the 2016 where he had last part. Like that's a pro video part. That he's put in his time, like he's doing his thing. I can't wait to see him get bored. It'll be super sick. And it's cool that he gets to go on so many DC trips. Obviously with Wes, I'm sure that helps. Obviously Skate Mafia teammates as well as DC.
Wes, I feel like, is like the face of Mafia more than the rest of them put together.
Yeah. I mean, when you win Skater of the Year.
Good point.
And you're on a board brand
that year was so gnarly too.
Yeah. He won a gnarly year for sure.
He won it pretty much hands down. I don't even remember who was even like against him.
I mean, that's just like it's a picture perfect example of how to win. You put footage out the whole year. Don't slow down. Just put a high quality footage out.
Yeah, he was putting out like 4-minute video parts. There was like 3 of them.
Dude, he went off.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he's one of the most talented skateboarders.
I agree.
He's one of those dudes that can just pull off a trick. Then you're just like something. He's one of those dudes like you have never seen him do a trick, and he'll just do it, and you'd be like, "What?" Like that looked like he does it every day, but I've never
Dude,
seen
that
it.
like switch flip rewind that he did on like the bump over bar in Barcelona is like
Yeah, the crazy shifty. He's literally at like 165 degrees and turns it all the way back.
literally like 165.
So
Somebody do
sick.
the math, right?
Yeah, someone do the math.
Shit.
There was a contest, Skate Like a Girl, WOF9. Thrasher posted a video of it, like a recap. It was up in Seattle at All Together
Chicks
Skate
are
Park.
shredding.
Dude, I must say, Jen Soto,
Yep, she's the winner for me.
dude.
I feel like she
She's
stands out.
Yeah, a lot in general. Like I even just
Mhm.
saw some Instagram clips of her recently, and I was like, wow, she is so good and looks very comfortable. Like really good style. Like I don't know, I was tripping. I mean, what you just said is perfect. She really stands out a lot. She kickflip backflip to rail on that. Like what?
She gets primitive boards.
Yeah, she gets Adidas too, right?
Yes.
Be cool to see one of those brands.
Both of those. Like, man, I mean, like I said,
Put
she
her
fits
on.
that mold too.
Yeah,
Lacey,
it really does.
your girl was in there.
Dude, I love watching Lacey
Looking
skate.
like a very casual like dude that just got done camping or something.
Yeah, she did look she was chilling.
Hell yeah, she was super chilling, doing nose manny reverts.
Dude, she looks so good on a skateboard.
Yeah, she's sick.
No slides, nose manis for
Who else
days.
is there? Who else?
Stella, I don't think Stella was in that video, but I'm pretty sure Reynolds took her up for the contest.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't remember her having a clip.
There, I can't think of a.
So I don't know her name, but the girl that's on the Camp Woodward show that you were talking about,
Oh, Megan Guy.
Megan Guy, yeah.
She did your favorite obstacle of all time, the bank to nothing.
Mike and I were talking about this before the show. I think her clip in that it's just out of a bank. It's not a Euro gap. Mike and I were saying I was saying this and Mike agreed. I will never personally get stoked like a trick out of a bank or just flying out of a quarter pipe. Like
It's like glorified flat ground.
yeah, it's like I don't care what it is. Like I don't think it's possible. Wow, that was quite the voice crack. I don't think it's possible for me to see like just fly out of a bank and not go over anything and like get that hyped on it.
I feel like if you put like anything over there, it like gives it more.
Yeah, if you go over a cone, over a trash can, up a Euro gap at the skate park, it's just like way more. It's just like instantly way sicker.
Agreed.
Just like out of a bank, a lot of tricks that you would do out of a bank, that's actually like a lot easier than flat ground because you're probably going to do like some sort of double flip or like 540 flip, bigger flip, something like that where it's like you just have way more time, so it's easier than going over something. It's like a lot more impressive.
Especially in competition.
Yeah.
Seems kind of weird.
Yeah, was it? Her trick was just out of the bank, right? She did 540 shove it, I think it was.
It was just like at the top of where like the bowl is.
Yeah, this is random. I've never done a 540 shove it though.
No, dude. No,
actually, that's a lie. I have, but you know what he did?
I don't fucking shove it, dog.
At the West LA courthouse, the fountain, the ground is really slippery in there, and I did a 540 shove it without popping my board.
What?
Like it's like icy.
Like the Kenny Anderson shove it?
Like his 3 shove in the alleyway. Like you can do that and like it'll just go.
Right.
I was very surprised that, like, I mean, he's one of the best styles ever, but it's pretty tough to make a 360 shove it without popping your board look cool. And Kenny pulled it off. But he can kind of pull off anything. Quarter stacks both something today, Mike. We didn't talk about this at all, but I think it's kind of interesting. It was some full cab flips from lines this year, and it was like
that's sick. I haven't even seen that.
Yeah, they're like, is the full cab flip replacing the back big spin as the go-to end of the line flat ground trick? Which is, I think, a pretty good point because I think back big spins, you'd see that all the time. Like a trade flip's like a middle of the line go-to flat ground for tons of people on video parts, you'll see. And then like after ledge trick, like maybe not planned, everyone would do a big spin. I think you'd see that all the time, which isn't lame. Big spins look amazing. But it was kind of cool for them to bring that up. It's like, that's an interesting point. And then I was thinking, though, like, think back big spins kind of go to because a lot of dudes have it so well. Like full cab flip's a risky one.
Dude, that's a very risky one.
Flipping and spinning the end of a line. Diego did it though. The end of his insane line that ends his auto lente part is a
Diego
full cab flip. Man. Yeah, that is Diego Nera.
He's a shit.
The best. One of the best, obviously. Yeah. That's about it. Griffin Gas.
Oh, the blue Spitfire shirt?
Yeah, he did have a blue Spitfire shirt. You were hyped on that.
Gangster.
He had a couple things come out this week. He had some footage for Royal Trucks. I think he has a colorway, like an inspired colorway. And then a different video is on Vimeo that was filmed on 16mm film, which looks so cool. But regardless of that, I am becoming a huge fan of his skating. I was first introduced to him probably when most people were. He was in Balta Barracks.
Oh, yeah. Now I recognize the name.
Yeah, he plays Eric Costin.
Did he try a bunch of double flip tricks?
I don't know. I don't remember, honestly.
I feel like all those kids from that year just did a bunch of double flip tricks.
I mean, I don't blame them. It's a good way to get people letters. This is your chance to blow your name up, right?
Pretty sure that's how Tom Asta got taken out. That means a lot, right?
Yeah, beating Tom Asta does mean a ton. That's insane.
Shit.
But yeah, this Griffin Gas, I mean, both those videos that I just mentioned, he just, dude, I don't know. I feel like you don't really know what you're going to get from him. It's not completely expected. He looks like his moments obviously get real tech. I think he can get crazy tech when he wants to. But he'll skate like really cool, tough spots and maybe do something simple that'll just look so sick. And he had an ad for Lakai doing like an ollie over to wall ride on something that was like, I would not have guessed that he would have an ad doing that. Like I would expect some like, I don't know, like a front feet
wall ride guy.
Something. Yeah, like I just didn't think he would do that, but it looked so cool. And I think, I mean, obviously 2 different footage videos come out this week. I think we're probably going to see him pushed pretty hard this year, which I think Lakai and Chocolate and he's on Spit and Royal. Like I think a lot of his sponsors will probably start to push him. And for Lakai and Chocolate, I think they should. I think he'll stand out a lot and people will really receive his footage well. As well as Niels Bennett. I hope the girl pushes him hard.
Niels Bennett rips.
Dude, he's so cool.
He's got a crazy name.
Yeah, Niels. I don't. It is.
Niels Bennett. It's just like
people remember that one, especially when they see that name with that footage.
That's a very good
I think we've seen Girl and Chocolate and Lakai put on a lot of younger dudes in the past couple of years. Like obviously there's so many team changes over there. I think
they have to, man.
I think Griffin and Niels hopefully see them both get pushed more and backed completely. And I think those are 2 dudes that they really should use on trips. I know Niels was actually just on the girl trip up in Vancouver.
I mean, let's be honest, they need to revamp that team bad.
Yeah, I think Niels is a great move in that direction.
Agreed.
And Griffin, same thing for Chocolate.
Those dudes are seasoned veterans at this point.
Yeah.
And the majority of the team is no longer there that people were familiar with.
Yeah. I mean, people have been introduced to so many new names over there. I mean, even Lakai and the Flair, I'm actually surprised that Griffin wasn't in that he wasn't introduced there and didn't have footage in that.
True.
I mean, there's just a handful of dudes that we were introduced to, and I think Griffin's name and his footage would stand out just as much or more than some of those dudes. I don't know. I think this is going to be the beginning of his big push, which is sick and cool to see for him. And yeah, that's really all we got on our topic list for you.
Griffin Gas is kind of a sick name too.
It sounds cool. He's sick. I'm backing him heavy. Griffin Gas. It does. When you just said it right now, it did sound really sick.
They're gonna do like some fucking cheesy gas pump graphic for his first board and shit.
Gas pump. I think he's from Seattle, 35th North, that shop.
Oh, I've actually definitely heard of that.
Yeah, it's a cool shop. I've been to Seattle once and went there and it was sick.
That's sick.
Super cool. yeah. So that's it. Thank you everyone for listening. Hit us up if you got video you want us to check out or something we forgot to mention at any point in time.
Did we forget anything?
I think I talked about everything we wrote down on the list. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, if there's something sick out there and we missed it, that sucks, man.
We'll be back. Don't worry, we'll be back in a week with 154. We can talk about it then. So just hit us up. Let us know. Thank you for listening. We appreciate it. Go skateboarding and have fun. Peace.